If the phoenix, the legendary immortal bird that lives for centuries before bursting into flames and being reborn from its own ashes, decides to attack you, then you are not going to have a good day. But if you follow my 5 steps and 1 bonus step, then you may at least survive the day. Step 1. Rethink your life decisions. If you are in a position where a phoenix is attacking you, then you are in the wrong. You can be sure about that. You see, all throughout history, historians, geographers, and writers have described the phoenix as majestic and benevolent. They are extremely rare to see, with sightings happening approximately every 500 years. They are intelligent, complex, connected to the sun, and symbols of resurrection, rebirth, and starting anew. One is lucky if they ever get to see a phoenix in their lifetime, and touching one is virtually impossible. So if you are being attacked, there can only be 3 possible reasons. 1. You saw and attacked the phoenix first. 2. You are trespassing in the phoenix's territory. And 3. You are interrupting one of the phoenix's sacred rituals. 1 and 3, it's your fault. 2, potentially could not be your fault, but the thing is, a phoenix doesn't just attack because you're in its territory, at least not straight away. The reason it would be attacking you is because you stayed in its territory. So if you were to leave straight away, you would be fine. So the fact that it is attacking you means that you are hanging around, and that is your mistake. So of course, my job is to help you survive, no matter what the situation is. But after you do survive the situation following my steps that I'm going to outline in this video, we need to have a talk, just me and you.
Me and you.
We need to talk about your life decisions that led up to this point. Seriously, you can do better. But since you have got yourself into this situation, I'm gonna help you get out of it. Step 2, know what you are facing. You may know the phoenix as the creature that bursts into flames when it dies and then is reborn. And that is true, but that is not its only ability. Phoenixes are extremely powerful creatures, which is why it's a good thing it doesn't normally attack us. Also why you are in an especially difficult situation right now. If you are a Harry Potter fan, you may know that phoenixes have healing tears. That is an example of its magical ability, but in this situation, you can be rest assured that you're not going to benefit from that. Instead, you are more likely to be knocked around by the phoenix's super strength. Different reports say a phoenix is somewhere between the size of an eagle and an ostrich. But all reports talk about how incredibly strong the phoenix is, stronger than any other bird its size. So it will be able to knock you around. Not to mention how powerful its beak is and how sharp its claws are. So sharp that if it wanted to, it could tear into your skin and flesh and rip you apart. And I haven't even mentioned the most dangerous ability of the phoenix. Phoenixes are linked to the sun, to solar cycles, and unsurprisingly, to fire. They don't just have the ability to burst into flames when they die, but they have the power to burst into less powerful flame whenever they want. Normally it's used as a defense mechanism to stop anyone from attacking or touching it, but you can rest assured that if the phoenix is attacking you, it's going to be on fire. The odds are not in your favor, but don't worry, I got you. You just have to do step 3, cover its eyes. Funnily enough, the phoenix will likely go for your eyes when it's attacking you. You're going to return the favor. If you have a jacket, a blanket, or some kind of opaque material, then throw it over the phoenix's head. This will temporarily disorientate the phoenix and give you a chance to move to step 4. But if you don't have any material or anything like that, then you're going to have to get a bit more violent. Now, I am against phoenix cruelty. They are magnificent creatures, but if it's between you and the phoenix, maybe I'm still on the Phoenix's side. But I wouldn't be doing my job if I didn't tell you how to survive this situation. So, if you have a weapon or even a tool or anything solid and thin enough, then you can jab it at the Phoenix's eyes. The goal is to temporarily disorientate, blind it, to give you some space to move on to the next step. If you don't have any tool, any weapon or nothing, just use your fingers. It's good enough. Just jab your fingers into the Phoenix's eyes. That way it will get a bit away, it might panic a bit, and it will give you enough space to move to step 4, get wet. Hopefully you have just put something over the Phoenix's head and you haven't actually hurt it. If you have just put some material over its head, then you don't have long before the flames of the Phoenix burns the material away. If you did hurt the Phoenix and it is actually blinded, then the same thing applies because the Phoenix has a healing factor. So it won't be long before it heals. That's also why it is actually worse for you to hurt the Phoenix. Because it will heal, you'll just make it more angry and it won't really do much unless you are going all the way, which we will talk about more in the bonus step. But for now, you have a few seconds to make your move. And that move should be to get wet. At this point, not only have you probably been burnt pretty badly, but the Phoenix is going to come at you pretty quickly. It's pointless to try and use water to attack the Phoenix or get the Phoenix wet. The fire comes from inside it and burns so hot that the water will quickly evaporate. But if the water is on you, however, it will help stop you from burning as quickly as if you were dry. Not only that, but it can temporarily soothe the burns that you already have so that you can have a bit less pain and think a bit more clearly. So if you are near a water source like a river, a lake, a pond, then jump in, get completely submerged. You're actually pretty lucky. If you don't have a water source nearby, but you have, say, a water bottle, pour it over yourself, all of it, get it everywhere. If you don't have any access to any water at all, unlucky, but all is not lost because you can still attempt step 5, get out of there. You need to run. Or swim if you are lucky enough to be in a body of water. The most important thing is you put as much distance between yourself and the Phoenix as possible. You are wet, so when the Phoenix comes at you again, it will just give you that slight buffer, a little bit more time before the flames start really badly burning you again. Those couple seconds could be the difference between success or failure. Because the thing is, the Phoenix does not want to end your life. It wants to solve the problem that you caused, whatever it is. So if you get far enough away from it and out of its territory, then it will leave you alone. And that is what the water is doing, just giving you a few more seconds while you just book it and get out of there. But if you have been burnt so badly during the escape that you can't even move anymore, then you failed. If you are not wet, still run as fast as you can. It will be painful, the Phoenix will be going after you, but if you can get far enough away, then it's possible that the Phoenix will leave you alone and you will survive this situation. And there you have it, how to survive a Phoenix attack, which shouldn't even be happening. But of course, things don't always go to plan. And what kind of survival guide would I be if I didn't help you plan for all eventualities? So therefore, we must go on to the bonus step, become a Phoenix Slayer. If for whatever reason you cannot escape and the Phoenix is continuing to attack you, then you have no choice but to fight as best you can. A Phoenix does have a strong healing factor, but only when it is breathing. Other than that, you can beat the Phoenix in any other way that you could a normal bird. If you have a weapon, go for the heart, the neck, any vital areas, and you will be able to win the fight. You will get burnt rather badly in the process, and maybe the flames will beat you before you can beat it. But if you are in this situation, you just have to fight. And if you do manage to kill the Phoenix, then the most important thing is you have to run, because within seconds it is going to burst into flames as hot as lava, and from those flames the phoenix will be born again, and its first thought will be of how you just killed it. So I hope you are fast, because you better make sure it never sees you again.